Hey guys, I'm Roni and welcome to my first blind and solo video. In this video I'll be covering the best current Force Master build and the rotation. Now keep in mind, everything I say only goes for PvE, so if you're interested in PvP stuff, I won't be doing any of that in this video. I'll start with the basic concept of an eye cancel, that is animation cancel for Force Masters, so if you're familiar with this part, feel free to skip to the next one. Since this explanation includes a lot of left mouse button and right mouse button, I will simply refer to them as left and right. The idea behind this is to use both of your mouse skills, that is right and left, in between of every keyboard skill you use. Try practicing right and left only for the start, so that you find a cycle that fits to you, as this also varies depending on your connection. So try using right left, right left, right left. Do not press them at the same time, or else you will eventually end up in a wrong stance, casting a wrong spell. For me, the delay between right and left is around 0.2 seconds. If you do it correctly, it should look like something like this. Also, of course, you also want to use your main damage abilities, so use them in between of these left and right cycles, just like this. A fresh level 50 Force Master has 41 skill points, so I'll reset all my skill points and we can start there. I will show you then where to put additional skill points depending on your Hongman level. So starting with the Blazing Palm, put 3 points here in the tier 3 stage 2. Some people use this one to auto detonate, but please don't use it. It ruins all other Force Master DPS and it's just not a viable option for parties, so this one is the way to go. Also, if you see, it's got additional damage on burning target, which I will then explain. For Frostbomb, use this one. You don't need to use the attack speed, but it's easier if you want to keep your cycles fast. For Fire Fury, use 3 points because that's the way you're gonna be getting fire orbs. Of course, you don't need to use them. You can use the Blazing Palm, but I'm gonna come to that later on. So for now, try just going 3 points here. For Frost Fury, I do recommend getting 3 points here, as that's a way to heal. If you feel like you die a lot and you need HP recovery, just go for this one, because that's the way to recover additional HP if you're on cooldown with your healing tonics. Dual Dragons, of course, nice damage, applies 5 stacks, a must have. Frost Armor, I of course can go for this. Some people use this one, it moves you back for 15 meters. I never used it and I never felt like I had to. Second Wind, of course, a must have. Escape from knockdown, stun, dazed or unconscious. It's a great one, it's a must have. Force Blast, this is one of the 3 main skills you have to use for this build. What this does, once you get 5 Ember stacks, it applies a burn for 6 seconds, making all your fire abilities do more damage. See, also here, that's the other one you have to use. Inflicts additional 2k damage plus on a burning an enemy, so that's the main build. Blazing Palm, Force Blast, and obviously your left mouse button. Dragon Hole, oh my god. I just googled for the glacial beam, I can't pronounce that, I'm sorry. This is a stun, it's a stun joint attack, and it's great on multiple enemies. For example, on Yeti, that's life-saving sometimes. Inferno, of course, if you have the Hongman skill, you can use this for fun, but I strongly recommend just going for the instant cast, because you rarely get to cast it. And if you cast, you usually run into risk of interrupting that, and that's not what you want to have. Short Fuse, very important skill. You want to use this as much as possible. Not only it gives you nice focus recovery, recovers 16 focus over 8 seconds, it also applies burn for 10 seconds, so you don't need to reapply burn with 1, leading into more damage again. Divine Veil, crucial spell for party use. the static one. You can use this one, but then again, this has shorter cooldown, and it also helps your party members. I use this one as it also regens a lot of health if you use this on any of your party members or on yourself, and you get hit by ranged attacks, you heal a lot. Meteor Shower, of course, a very important skill. You don't need to use 3 stacks because that only applies more Ember stacks. So just go for 2 points at the beginning. Frost Chief, very important skill. You want this one. Use this one when you know you're gonna take a big hit to kind of save for 4 seconds, for 3 seconds, for 5 seconds in fact. And it also helps your party. So it's another great use, for example, on Yeti in Awaken Necropolis on the last boss. It's just a must-have. Backstep. I had not been using it, and I've been using it lately. It's not a must-have, but it also helps slightly. Burning Soul, of course, you want to have this one, as it gives you additional focus recovery and more damage. So that's the basic build for the fresh level 50 Force Master. Yeah, that's it. If you're a higher level Force Master, I would recommend getting Windstorm 3 points, because this firstly does so much damage when it gets knocked down, but then again you don't always run into knockdown enemies, so you can't really use it all the time, but the damage is amazing and it does not cause any threat. More points, I use Phantom Grip myself, the one for the party members, because not only it can save your party members, it also grips them to you, and then decreases cheer recovery time by 6 seconds, so that's amazing. So you can basically grip someone when he's resting and rest him for 3 seconds and he's up again. That's amazing. I personally use this one, the Inferno here. It's rather for the solo play, for easy crits, but you don't need to use this one. It's just my personal preference. And then the last point I use it for more damage on my short fuse. So that's pretty much it. If you have problems with focus, you can assign this point into Frost Chief to recover all the party members. All the party members focus to 100, but that's personal preference. So yeah, that's the build I use right now. Of course, there's stuff you can use in Second Wind, Escape from Grapple, Grab or Phantom Grip, or eventually this Ice Burst. But that's just personal preference. Now the fun part, the rotation. The most important thing you have to know is to keep your burn up. So once you get 5 stacks of Ember, just get 5 stacks like this. So you see the Ember stacks. Once you get 5 stacks of these, you go for you use Force Blast and play burn for 6 seconds. It doesn't last forever, so make sure to keep it up. Just do it again. So the most basic rotation is left and right and left, plus 2, right and left, and keep the burn up. This is the most basic rotation. Right, left, 2, right, left, 2, right, left, 1 to keep the burn up. Now if you keep doing this only, you will eventually run out of focus. So let's add some focus recovery abilities. The Short Fuse, the Fire Sea, and then the Dual Dragons. I recommend using the C when you run out of focus, because that's the logical way. However, I sometimes also use it just when I run out of burn, when it's on 1 second, so that I don't use my Force Blast and just reapply the burn with my C. But just try to keep it up as much as possible, keep it on cooldown, just like the X and V. The other ability is the Tall Dragons. It's a nice looking spell. Oh, I just lost my Frost Herbs. Let's build it up again. Once you have 3 Frost Herbs and 3 Fire Herbs, you get the Dragon Blades ready up. So use it as much as possible, keep it on cooldown. It's got 2 times 60 meters range and it does a lot of damage, and it also applies 5 Ember stacks. Yeah, not only that, it also recovers 5 focus. The way you get it If you feel like a beginner and this is already kind of difficult to you, don't use these 3 points. Go to Blazing Palm and use the tier 3 stage 1. The reason why is because you automatically get your frost orbs through Frostborn, and if you use this spec, you also get your fire orbs automatically through your Blazing Palm. Hope that made sense. So to actually get the orbits for Troll Dragons to use, you just have to do your left and right rotation, and you will eventually get enough frost orbits, 3 frost orbits and 3 flame orbits. So now I can use it. I personally don't use this build because I like to apply my Dragon Blaze up, my Dragon Blaze, before using any other abilities, and it takes time to build the orbs for it. So I use this build. I go for Fire Fury just because I like to control my fire orbs. The exact reason why I use this one is because sometimes when the fight starts, I want to use my X and V as fast as possible, and I only use those when I have my Dragon Blaze up. It doesn't really say how much damage it does, how much damage it gives, but if you take a look, it gives you increased flame damage for 15 seconds. I think it used to be 12%, I'm not sure about that anymore. It doesn't show. But I only use my X and V when I have my Dragon Blaze up. So that's the reason. It's not like it matters. You don't have to worry about that. It's just a slight difference, I feel like. And also during Soulburn, you don't need 3 orbs, 3 frost orbs and 3 fire orbs. For the dragons, you only need 1 of each. And I feel like sometimes if you get unlucky, you can sit on 3 frost orbs waiting for your flame orbits to actually stack up, so it's easier to get them, it's also faster to get them through Fire Fury. Trying to keep my both my Dragon Blaze and my burn up. It's the most important stuff you have to do, especially the burn. You don't need to worry about the Dragon Blaze that much, even though it's really important too. Of course, keep your abilities on cooldown. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's not that difficult once you get used to it, once you practice enough. Yeah, that's the rotation. Of course it gets harder in a fight, but if you manage to just 3/3 damage a target like that, it does so much damage. During Soulburn, your Dual Dragons, this one will become Awakened Dual Dragons, and will only cost 1 Frost Orbit and 1 Flame Orbit. As mentioned earlier, we get the Frost Orbits by casting Frostbomb automatically, and if you're using this exact build like I am, and not this one, we have to get the Fire Orbs by casting Fire Fury. Make sure to always have at least a few Fire Orbs during the Soulburn buff, so that you can maximize your damage and you can always cast more Awakened Dual Dragons during Soulburn buff.